Well, it is nearing the end of bourbon hunting season 2016. Hello, I am Chad.
I'm Sara.
And we're going to talk to you about the hunt that we did today. It wasn't much of a hunt.
No, I think we've been on more hunt-like activities. It's sort of it's a waiting game.
Yeah, this came in an email. They're like, hey, be here at this time.
Which I don't consider a hunt. A hunt is working for it. I didn't have to work for it. I just had to be patient.
This was a raffle.
Yes, this was a raffle. But it's part of the bourbon hunt.
It's part of the experience. It's part of trying to get Pappy Van Winkle. We had, I would say, our best chance at getting a 23-year or a 20 or a 15 this morning.
Yes.
So here in Kentucky, we have a liquor retailer named Liquor Barn.
A barn of liquors, if you will.
Pause for laughter, and we're back. They're a Canadian company, from what I believe, and they're in Lexington, Louisville, Danville, and Bowling Green, Kentucky. And I believe those are the only locations. But they're a big box liquor store. Lots of wine, lots of beer, lots of bourbon. So what they do for their allocated Pappy is they'll have a raffle. So tell us what goes into that.
Well, out of all the liquor barns that are in Lexington, only 2 of them host the raffle, and basically they give you 24 hours notice. You show up, they say between this time and that time, and today it was between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. We will be giving out tickets, 1 per person. Get a ticket.
Unlimited amount of tickets.
Right.
So it's not like
No.
they had 240 bottles, which is what they had. We're going to give out 240 tickets. So there was really no incentive to get there early.
Right, you just get there.
Camp out or anything like that.
You have the same odds as everyone else. You get your ticket. You wait around until 10 o'clock, and they just draw them at random. So even if you did get there at 4 o'clock in the morning or the night before, as we've even seen 3 days before, doesn't necessarily mean your number's going to get picked. So then we wait. We wait for them to come out with a big megaphone, and we're all sitting outside, and at this point in Kentucky in November, it's a little chilly.
Warmer than last year.
Yeah, but it's still what, in 40s? 50? In the low 50s maybe?
It got to 50 as we were leaving, I
yes.
noticed. So it was in the 40s.
So we're standing out here in the cold, and one by one, they are pulling 240 tickets out of a box and calling numbers.
Well, I wish we had one for everybody, but it just doesn't work out that way. But good luck, everyone. Woo! All right? Woo! Woo! First ticket is 213-236.
And this is for, just judging by the lowest number they called to the highest number they called, around 1,200 people.
So I'm not good with math. What percentage is that?
Basically a 20% chance, 1 in 5 chance of getting your ticket called. I did not get my ticket called.
I did get my ticket called, and I definitely screamed.
You did.
Because I've never won anything. I think, like I was telling Chad earlier, if I won a cakewalk, I think I would probably have the same reaction. It's just the thrill, the adrenaline. And I didn't feel like it would be that way, like standing in line.
What's a cakewalk?
A cakewalk is when you get on, it's like musical chairs, but for cake, and there's no sitting. I don't know how else to explain it.
So if you want a cake.
If you want a cake.
All
if
right.
I want a cake, I think it'd be just as exciting.
Okay, cool.
Have the same reaction, I mean.
Sure.
The thing about standing in line is it's the anticipation, and you talk to people, and it's this competitive, like, will I, won't I, of the person next to you. And the nice thing about having a lottery or a raffle is that, you know, everybody's sort of in the same seat. It's all just the luck of the draw. And yeah, it was... But every time they would get close to my number, they called one number off my number. It was like every number, it was a 6-digit number, and everything but the last one.
21, 3, 501.
And mine was 500.
Yeah.
So it was like, my heart jumped up, and then it was like, oh no. But then a few calls later, I got it. By that point...
And she screamed like a 13-year-old.
I screamed like I had just won tickets to the Backstreet Boys back in 1998, which I did go to that concert, but that's another story for another time. But when I was done, I was towards the end of the drawing, and all the 23-year was gone first, then the 20-year was gone, then the 15-year was gone, then it pretty much went in order of age statement. So I got a 10-year.
Show us.
Here it is. It's my very first one. I'm proud. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it.
What was the retail price?
The retail price on this was I paid with tax $68 and some change. So, yeah.
Okay.
Which I mean, I feel is fair and
Yeah.
I'm not mad about it.
For a 10-year Buffalo Trace,
Yes.
wheated mash bill,
Mm-hmm.
Which later, because I was a little butthurt that I didn't get my number called, we went to lunch at a place that had a good price on a pour of 10-year. And by good, I mean $30 for 2 ounces, though, 2-ounce pour.
Yes.
It's several sips on that. Several sips.
Several sips. Yeah.
So I got actually the 12-year, and this was for the 12-year. Sorry, not for this. And so we had that at lunch. Very buttery. Mm-hmm. Coats the tongue.
Right. Hits you right on the tip of your tongue.
Yeah.
Numbs you.
Lots of barrel taste,
Lots
tobacco.
I got the tobacco.
Leather-y. And that is actually, so we had this one, which I, not today, but about a week before, at a much smaller liquor store, got the opportunity to buy this above retail, but not full secondary prices. About in the middle. So I was happy. So this is the 12-year. This is what we tried at lunch today. Mm-hmm. And this is my first 12-year. This is Lot B, which I've had it in a taste test before, but I've never owned a bottle. Last year I got a rye, 13-year-old rye,
yes.
which was actually pretty, I think it was as rare as the 23 last year. So that was great, which made me more disappointed that I didn't get so lucky this year. But hey, you know, I'm really glad that you got
Thank you. That's so nice.
yours. Yeah. But people that we knew there, they didn't get their number called. I mean, it was just this 1 in 5 odds was
right. And I felt like
didn't happen.
Did you feel like a good percentage of people? It was really hard to tell. Some people you could just tell were only there to buy it and sell it. Like as soon as so what happened was when your number was called, we were outside, so you would go through like their delivery truck entrance when your number was called. They'd staple your tickets together. You'd go up to the cash register through the store and pay. And then you'd have to go back out the front entrance and go back around the side of the building. So as soon as I paid...
guess. I didn't happen.
So as soon as I paid, I walk out front and I'm going back around the side to meet back up with Chad to see if his number had gotten drawn. And there's a guy standing out front and he's like, "You selling? You selling?" I was like, "No, I literally just stood in line to get this and I've been waiting, you know, and you're just going to show up and be like, 'Hey, give it to me.' No thanks." And no, it was ridiculous. But I feel like a lot of other people who were there, who got tickets, some people seemed like maybe had cheated and gotten more than one ticket. And then some people I feel like were only there to buy it so that they could sell it.
Yes. Oh,
just
definitely.
to turn right around itself.
Definitely.
I feel like there were people there that did not give 1 ounce of care that it was bourbon or whatever. They just saw dollar signs. And I guess that's just the nature of it.
Yeah, it's... The demand of this has become that way, where a 23-year can, you know, $1,800.
Yeah.
If someone wants to pay that. I'm not going to say people are going to be lining up to pay $1,800 for a 23-year, but...
No. It was interesting. I'm thinking next year there's going to be...
Even more.
More people. 1,500 people.
I felt like there was
people.
more this year than last year. Now, what we're going to do, not in this video, but in a video that's... will be coming up soon, or is already out, look for it, is Poor Man's Pappy versus...
our tiny little sample of Pappy 15 year.
Our little 15-year, which I saved from a flight that I was a part of. So we could do this. So this is 60% Old Weller Antique, 40% Weller 12-year. And it gets it very close to the proofage of the Pappy 15, and since it's the same mash bill, people say that this... So we're gonna see if it tastes alike and which one we like better, and so look for that in a flight fight.
Yes.
And I guess...
For now.
That's it, right?
Hopefully good luck if you're still hunting for Pappy. Hopefully you find some at a reasonable and fair price. If not, there's always next year.
Yep.
So, I don't know, just keep hunting.
Keep hunting and keep drinking more bourbon.